Greeting warriors, Mr. Patrick Ronbeck here today. Today we're going to be covering the FitnessGram Flexibility Fitness Test, the Backsaver Sit and Reach. Just to clarify, for an 8th grade student that asked yesterday, it is not the Lightsaber Sit and Reach. It has nothing to do with the laser sword that is used in the Star Wars series. Again, the Backsaver Sit and Reach. Please pay attention to the things that are in red as you're going to see them tomorrow on your test. The Backsaver Sit and Reach is the preferred flexibility fitness test that is performed during a traditional in-person school year. The Backsaver Sit and Reach assesses muscles in your lower body, including your hamstrings. During remote learning, students will not have to complete the Backsaver Sit and Reach. If and when we go back to normal, this test will be completed here at Brooks. Here's a short video about how the Backsaver Sit and Reach would work if we were at Brooks. Again, the video is slightly dated, and things are going to be slightly modified here at Brooks. Due to some technical difficulties, I am not going to be able to play the video with sound, so I'm going to ask that Mr. Casey Grombeck and Laura, you could open it up in another browser and play this video for your students. Just a couple things that you're going to see tomorrow. The objective of the Backsaver Sit and Reach is to reach the specified healthy fitness zone distance in inches on both the left and right sides of the body. The maximum distance is going to be 12 inches. Sit and Reach test protocol. Like discussed on the video, students should be notified in advance of when we will be taking the Backsaver Sit and Reach. And students must wear socks. First, students are going to take off their shoes. Then place their left foot against the box, right foot flat on the floor with their knee pointing towards the ceiling. Keeping their fingers even, the students are going to stretch 3 times, holding the reach on their 3rd attempt. This is then repeated for the right leg. Form breaks are a little bit different during the Backsaver Sit and Reach, all right? There are 2 different kinds of form tests. One we will take your score with, and the other 2 we're just going to ask you to repeat the test. The first form break is going to be when you keep your hands on top of each other. The nails must stay on top of the nails, okay? So you want the nail of your middle finger on your left hand on top of the nail on the middle finger of your right hand. If you want to switch it up and do the right and the left, that is fine. If your fingers come apart, the score will be taken from the tip of the middle finger on the hand closest to the 0-inch mark. The second form breaks occur when the knee of the leg that is being tested does not remain straight. If you look over here in the video, it has to stay straight. Partners can be used to hold the leg down so that the knee does not come up. The second form break occurs when the student does not hold their stretch for at least 1 full second on their 3rd attempt. If the student performs either of these form breaks, they will be asked to repeat the test. Healthy fitness zones for the Backsaver Sit and Reach. Boys between the ages of 11 and 14 are expected to get at least 8 inches. Girls between the ages of 11 and 14 are expected to get at least 10 inches. Although we are not going to require that you do this at home, if you'd like to give it a try, we're going to give you a couple ways to do it. The first one will give you a more accurate score of what you would get if you were to do it here at Brooks. And the second is just going to give you an idea of whether you would be in the healthy fitness zone or needs improvement. The 2 things that you are going to need, you'll either need a ruler or a measuring tape and a staircase. Don't worry, we're only going to be using the bottom step. How you're going to set it up. You're either going to take your measuring tape or your ruler, and you're going to place it at the stairs at exactly the 7-inch mark. If you look right down here on my measuring tape, there's 7 inches, and it's kind of hard to see on the ruler. All the numbers lower than 7 are going to be hanging off the stairs. If you see here, we have 6 on this side, and right here in my glare would be the 6. All the numbers above 7 are going to be on the stairs. Now, as you can see, if you're using a 12-inch ruler, a majority of the ruler will be hanging off of the stairs. Because I have carpet, I was not able to use tape, so instead I put my cat water dish there to hold the ruler down. All right, if you'd like to try it at home, all right, make sure you're using proper form. Fingers need to stay on top of each other. As you can see, both hands are right there. You can see the tips of my fingers. Make sure your knee is straight, all right, same here. You're going to stretch 3 times, and when you stretch on that 3rd time, you hold for 1 second, and you're going to record your score. Don't forget to do both legs. Exercise videos to enhance flexibility. Before I get into this, there's another way that I'm going to have explained to you to do it. Again, this, if you do not have a ruler or you do not have a measuring tape, this is just going to give you an idea of whether you can get into the healthy fitness zone or you're going to need to improve. If you do not have a set of stairs or you do not have a ruler or measuring tape, simply stick your foot flat against the wall. Put your knee, the opposite knee up with it pointing towards the ceiling, hands on top of each other, and try and touch your toes. In order to get in the healthy fitness zone for both boys and girls, you will need to get at least to your toe and at least 1 inch further for boys and 3 inches further for girls. If you can't get to your toe, you know that you're going to be needing improvement, and you may want to click on one of these videos in order to enhance your lower body flexibility.